Welcome to another episode of the Oxygen Not Included series, and while we let this run and see how things are going, I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the things that were added in the new update. Okay, we are producing food. Just had to check before I got going. So most of the stuff we won't be saying because it's, again, related to rocketry and space stuff. So the things that were added was new rocketry options, so there's more ways to get into space. They've expanded space destinations with rare materials. There's a new creature, a shovel, and it eats regolith, which is at the surface of the asteroid, and I think it poops out dirt. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what it does. They've advanced material fabrication pushes the limits of physics, so they've made things like super coolants. They've made something that's like a gel that you can I've seen there was a version of this a long time ago, and what you would do is you'd put a bottle emptier like right here, and it would create like a gel door that had like absolute no like oxygen or no gases or anything if that could travel between them, or liquids or anything. So it's like this, but an extreme version, and it would just automatically fill up that and stay there. So I think there's a version of that again. The dupes now have jetpacks, so they can fly around, so you could do like, tell them to harvest a big area and they'll just fly up there and do it, so you don't have to do, you know, this. They revised late game research. The rocketry automation allows for larger, more dynamic spaceports, so the places where you build them. They have a new robo-miner building, which automatically digs. It has like an area that it'll just automatically dig for you. All this is very late game. I can't imagine us getting to those anytime soon. Another change that they made that's not in the notes is the way the saves work. So now you have like a main title, and then you'll have all of the saves underneath it. I'm going to be seeing how that works for me, because as you can see, I changed the number, the title of the save file. I change every time for episode sakes. So it'll be interesting to see if I can keep it under this and then have saves that won't go away. So we'll see how that goes. And as they sometimes do, Klei has put out a short to go along with this new update, so you can check out their YouTube channel, Klei Entertainment, which is K-L-E-I Entertainment, and they have a new short, and it's, as always, very well done and super cute, so that's worth checking out. But for now, I'm going to be checking in on our dupes and seeing what we can do about expanding this, so we can build the new farm station. Is Natsu to the point where he can become a farmer? Or not a farmer, a rancher? I don't know. We'll see. So that's where we're going to be going for the next little bit. So I'll talk to you guys once we get closer to doing all of that. So I just finished some research. Not 100% sure what research I just finished. I'll probably be putting ranching into the next one. But I just realized our job research is gone. So I don't know if that's something that happened in the most recent update, because I know I've learned it because I have a job board. And I can't build that unless I've learned that technology, you know? So, don't know what that's about, but I'm going to go ahead and start doing the research into the ranching, because that is something I'd like to get into soon. I'll be able to get a creature drop and feeder, fish release, fish feeder, grooming station, shearing station, so we can shear Drecos. This is how we tame and keep our pets happy, and then we'll feed them and drop them off, and so that'll be good. We've got this room mostly built up. I just need to get this stuff cleaned out and get the store built so that I can open up this side. The other thing I'm doing is I'm adding a side ladder here so that I can deconstruct that ladder, and then I'm going to put a tile here again to catch anything that they drop when they're going up, but so I can remove this one and make it a ladder, so that, because here what they have to do is come up, jump, 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 jump to go up the ladder. So if I could remove some of those steps, it might help with efficiency a little bit. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And food, clearly. As always. It's a constant. Alright, so we have a couple of things that are finished now. First off, we can go ahead and put Snoops? Yes, we can put Snoops into being a farmer. That does take away our gopher though. Which is okay for now. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. Natsu will be able to go up into Rancher soon. Did this... It doesn't seem to have that warning. Farmer expect... Oh, it does. It's right there. That little thing is a warning, I guess. So, Snoops is going to be expecting more soon. Lovely. But now we'll be able to grow food faster. And we have that extra 4 plants down here, and then I'm going to continue more over here, as well as move the storage for seeds and for dirt over into that area. Get that nice and cleaned up. What are you? You look... Why you run around with your mouth open, you silly little hatch? Your friend does not do that. Wherever your friend is. There should be another one up there somewhere. Don't know where he's at though. He seems to move around quite a bit. Maybe we'll see him in a bit. And then we finally got this guy. So we can crush some iron ore into pure iron in that. Which we're going to be needing for some copper. So let's get, I don't know, 5, 3. Let's go with 3 first. So it'll give us sand and copper. Should be good. Oh, there he is. He's in the door again. Someone hold that open for that there hatch. I guess the normal hatch does run around with its mouth open, but you don't really notice that as being strange because of its teeth. So it only looks funny with this guy because he's got normal teeth. Hopefully, once we get the rancher thing done, we'll be able to get these 2 out of this first floor and put them up here so that I can start emptying out these storages, move the job board. It'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that because I don't like that it's sitting there. Well, now you can finally see why I think this looks like fun. They just punch it to activate it. It'd be really nice if they got like stress relief from using this machine. Like a punching bag, you know? It'd be great. Oh, look at you, little one. Hi, Draco. If only you would stop getting into all my stuff, it'd be nice. Research complete, which is amazing because now we can start building this room up. Ooh, whoa. I clicked out of the window. So we can start building this up into a ranching area. So first we're gonna need a grooming station. Drop off. Is that under food? Yes. Okay. So first we want this because creatures tend to stay close to their food source and will wander less when given a feeder. So let's go ahead and build one of those if I can find it again. Creature feeder. I want to put that in close to the middle. Being there's an even number in all of these rooms. Or at least the center ones. And then we're going to need a creature drop off. We'll set that on the... Let's go ahead and get the stations first. Grooming station. Is it even? Yes. We'll get the even one there. And then we'll get the creature drop off here. And it'll be lovely. And there's some oxygen up in here, which is good. That does mean there's less oxygen down here, I believe. No, I'm so used to looking at their germs. But while we're here, anyone gross? No, we're good. This one. So yeah, there's less oxygen in the area, but that's alright. Seems like there's not a whole lot down here. I don't know if that's because they're breathing it. Because it should be half of it's going up here, half of it's going down here, but it sure seems like there's a lot more in the bedroom. Did I think I did that system, right? Let's see. Yeah, it should be 50-50. So they just must be breathing it more down here. Or we're being very unlucky and getting mostly the small ones down here and the bigger ones up there. Which actually kind of looks like what it's doing. We're getting like pairs of these. Oh well. There was a moment where this wasn't running because nobody had come over and primed the system. Really? Well, I guess the store was open. It's odd of that. I wish there was a way so that I could say that only one of these is being run at a time. The only thing I can think of for doing that is just making it so everyone has a very low priority on cooking besides Syri. That muffin, let's go bring her down. Yeah. Let's see if that helps. She'll do other stuff first. Because I don't really want both of those running at the same time. I don't want to be making the dirt food if we don't have to be. So now that we've refined some copper, we can look at what we have in the automation system. So we can test what elements are in the gas pipes. We can use the clock, weight sensor, Atmos sensor. All very good stuff. But I am thinking about building up that thing I was thinking about doing where for a certain part of the day I place gas, some oxygen somewhere, you know? So that when they're over in this system, they can find somewhere to breathe. Yay! Alright, so let's go ahead and go into our jobs. Go get Natsu. Bring him over and make him our farm hand. He doesn't have any experience in it, but he'll be gaining that as we go. Where you at, buddy? Welcome back, Natsu, my friend. And welcome to being a wrangler. Yay! And I have gone ahead and already tagged this hatch and that guy as something to wrangle. I don't think I can wrangle up slime bugs. I think I need a special thing for catching them. That's fine. You failed at your wrangling. Look at him getting... Oh no. Bloop. And now we got him. And he should automatically drop off here, but I might need to select hatch and sage hatch. Be kind of nice if instead of just the critter filter, I guess, it would be nice if it was like hatch and Dreco, and then you would have like the babies and the different species types in there. So I think now we can drop off those two hatches, which will be good. And let's see, for a sage hatch, what's he need? You can eat polluted dirt. It's kind of exciting. I don't know if we have a lot of extra polluted dirt, but we'll see. The other thing we need to get some food in there for is our... Is it a stone hatch? I thought they were just hatches. Oh yeah, they are. Okay. We'll get ourselves a hatch. And what should we feed him? Oh, he's already brushing the hatch. I guess he can... Just because it's in the room, he can deal with it. Aw, that's nice. So he's gonna work on getting their happiness up so we can tame them. Aw, I'm giving him a little brush. Give him some perfume. Give him some pets. Spoiled little creatures, them. Alright, so we do need to figure out food for our hatch. I guess I can put in some sand for them to eat. Especially because we can create that when refining materials. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do for now. I'm gonna also build this up so that I can put the egg down here, even though I won't keep it there, I'm just using it to transport the egg. How old is this hatch? 70 out of 100. Not old enough to kill yet. Man, I've been sitting here wondering for a long, long time why nobody is coming over here and working in this area. Like, I've had this Wheezewort wanting to be uprooted. I've had this ladder that needs to be built and this to be dug into, and it's just not been a thing for a very long time. A long time ago, I turned off the permission to pass through the door. I did that before deciding to cut it off here when we were having problems with power and all of that. So yeah, I came over to check to see if this was being done because I'd really like to get some Wheezeworts, you know? And it was yellow and it said it couldn't be reached, and I was like sitting here like, 1, 2, yeah, you can get up there, 1, 2, yeah, why isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, figured that out. But that eventually happened. What is this? What is this? How did you get here? I guess we can wrangle it. I don't know what they eat, but I guess we'll try. Also have combat going. With this guy up here. So I was mad at him for being up here a long time ago because I didn't want him potentially eating the sleet wheat. He looks so unamused. Alright, we'll get you over here, buddy, don't worry. I think that's just a standard Draco. Poop. Now we gotta find a Draco food. I don't know that I can feed the Draco like normal. I think I'll have to grow like mealwood for him. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and get a plant pot over here. I'll plant up some mealwood for him. Yay! We got a Draco! Now the question I have is, will the Draco stay close to the feeder? Because if it's roaming around my base, it's gonna have to go. Well, it may have taken about a week for them to kill it, but they've killed the Draco. I do wonder, because there was a while where I was like, why are they not making the barbecue? We should have enough meat. I do wonder if in the time where I'd look at it, go off, do something, come back and see it, if they had made it and eaten it. I think when I was editing, I saw one person had like 25 for their, what is it called? Their morale was like extraordinarily high. And I couldn't I think the only reason that would have happened is because they would have eaten something like the barbecue, so there is a good chance that maybe it's just happening when I'm not seeing it, so who knows. On that note, I'm going to make it so that for right now, the only people who can eat these higher tiered things are going to be Snoops and Natsu, I think. Yeah, and Natsu. Because they have the higher expectation right now, the 12 out of whatever, because of their job. Now that we're having no problem with food, I am curious about who we could potentially add to our system. So normally slow learner, while unfavorable, isn't something that is kind of a deal breaker, but in this situation it is, because normally you can improve their learning through researching, so our researchers are going to be very fast learners. But she can't research, so she will never be able to learn better. So that's a no. Loud sleeper is not the worst, but I don't really want to be paying attention to that, so that's a no. I think I'm going to... While the simple tastes is tempting, they'll be happier eating lower quality stuff. The interest that he has is building and operate. We already have 2 people who have an interest in building and 4 people interested in operating. So I'm gonna have to reject all and hope for a better batch next time. Oof. Snoops is really stressed. Ooh. Alright, we could build a massage table. That would help. Alright, so what I might do is, for right now, Okay, that'll be big enough. Throw that up. Put a plant pot in here, and then a massage table. The most annoying part of that is it takes power. I actually don't know if I even have, yeah, massage table. So I'll stick that there. Get the power going. So I think the other dupes are trying to tell Snoops to chill. So watch Stinky here for a second. He's like, whoa, whoa, stop. And I was trying to figure out what they were doing because a lot of people were doing it. But I think it's because she's getting so stressed. They're like, you need to chill. So I've switched her back to being the low tier farmer for right now. Until we can get this system set up. I'm going to have her on the lower tier just so she doesn't go crazy. Alright, good. So this is finally finished. It's been a lot in a long time. The whole needing oxygen thing takes a lot of the time. Alright, so we can choose what time to activate at, which is confusing. Okay, it's 100%. So let's bring it down to like 9%. And now you can see when it'll run. Maybe I'll run it at night, just because less will be going on. So for the duration of the night, it'll run like so. At least I think that's how this works. The system always kind of, like the setup kind of confuses me. So overnight, it'll pump oxygen in here. Oop. So it should turn off, and then this, yeah. So this will turn off when it's not, this isn't in the green. Alright, so you saw it just turned night, and this clicked on. So now we can pump, we'll be pumping some oxygen into here. So there'll be bubbles of oxygen. And then once the day starts again, it'll click back off. And hopefully that'll just provide enough oxygen so that while they're working around in this area, they have somewhere they can stop, breathe, go back to what they were doing, opposed to having to go. Snoops! Look how they just fall on their face. It is hilarious. Anyway. At least, see, now she has somewhere to stop and breathe instead of coming down into here or all the way into here to breathe. So maybe more will get done past these doors. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. We actually got quite a bit done. Let's go ahead and plant that mealwood. We've got the ranchers started. And you can see that they're tagged. Kind of wish the tag for the shine bug was somewhere besides what looks like its eyeball. But yeah. Oh, and we're starting to get eggs. Really? Anyway. As you can see, we're starting to get eggs, which is super exciting. So we can start cooking these eggs up. Usually the hatch drops the egg when it's right before its death, but this is only at 12, so it seems like it'll start laying eggs pretty frequently. So that's super, super cool. So yeah, we got the ranching done, we got our Draco stuck on a door, we're working on a massage table for good old Snoops, and we got some air into this mess. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.